There it goes. Let's wait for a few minutes and we will start. Hello, dear girls. I'm glad to see you today. Very few people have joined us, Okay, yesterday we were talking about making presentations and public speaking, and also we learned how to successfully pass through a job interview. Does anyone want to share what was most important during the last class? Maybe you learned something new that you didn't know. Zakia?
Hello, dear teacher. Yesterday I was absent teacher.
You were absent. Didn't you manage to watch through the slides at least?
Sorry, teacher, I can't. I understand.
Okay, please do it today, okay? Habiba?
Yeah, thank you and good afternoon. Actually, yesterday we learned about the best practices for an interview, and also like how we can describe ourselves, like the past, future, and past, present, and future. So the main things I learned really learned new was that about how can describe like for I was only mostly before focusing on past, but now I saw it's important that we focus on present and future, and also in the interview. So one thing like it was like it's important about our appearance in the interview, even if it's online. It's important, and also the environment around us, and that we shouldn't use the headphone. So this was the points like for me, like I think like online, like doesn't matter what we wear, what we like, how we look, but and also the environment around us, and also in case an unexpected thing happens, so we shouldn't quickly off the video. No, we have to continue and just say sorry about what unexpected happened. Thank you. Over.
Okay. Maybe Farah Nas will proceed.
Yes, ma'am. Yesterday, we have learned about public speaking and how to get prepared for the professional interview. When we have an interview with an interviewer, how to be prepared, how to set our camera and our headphones, and how to have a good outfit when during the interview. And also, we talked about public speakings. In the public speaking sections, we learned how to get the attentions of the audience and how to speak more attractive. That's all the
Thank you, Farah Nas. Girls, did you manage to prepare for an interview? I can show you slides that were given during the last class. Just a second.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Yes.
Ma'am, could you please tell us the most important things about the midterm exam? How did you get it?
Okay, did you receive my email today?
Not your email. I just say I just see a folder in the Google Drive folder.
Yeah. But maybe I also sent email today in the morning to all of you for you to be prepared. I also will send it. I can send it now to your WhatsApp group. Maybe not everyone checks it. Okay, just a second. And then I will tell you, okay? Actually, during the midterm, you will cover the topics that we have already covered during these, how many, 4 days. Only today's topic will not be included, but other two topics and the most important things are your CV, your cover letter, and your interview. And you have to do your homework. It will be also like a part of your midterm assessment. You have to send me your video interview. I should see your face. It should be done properly. And I gave you all instructions in order to do it best. And also look through all the materials that we have learned already for you to make sure that you are doing everything in accordance to what we have learned. So I will send you, okay, maybe after the class, so I can find my letter. And during the midterm, you will work again on your CV cover letter, and also maybe there will be some other assignments, but only those things that we have covered during the class. Just a second. I will just send you what I have done in email. And please make sure that you upload everything before Monday, before class. Sweta?
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope everything is going well with you. Ma'am, my question is about the midterm. Is it oral or written? One question. And secondly, I have not received any email regarding the midterm. So could you a bit clarify about the video record, what we should cover, what we should say in our interview video, because we have to meet the requirement. Thank you.
Okay. So first of all, I just sent you the copy to this awake first cohort group, and you have to write to make video as if you are going to interview to a company that you want to work. But it should be real company, but also it should be remote work, because we are teaching you for you to obtain some kind of remote work. And in this section, you have to use information that we have covered yesterday. So use these techniques like incorporate your present, past, and future in your answer. Also, you have to use this highlight method, and also answer the questions, just some regular interview questions like, tell me about yourself, what are your strengths, why do you want to work particularly in this company, why do you think you are a good fit for this position, and where do you see yourself in the future, something like that. And actually it should be done as if so it here should be your CV prepared for this job, your cover letter, and interview. It should be one part. And during the class, you will send me your written answers to the questions. And after sending, I will ask to present if you will have time. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. I got it. Thank you.
Therefore, I think it's very important for you to have some practice today. And if you didn't do it yesterday, maybe I can give you 5 minutes. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
It's from the yesterday's topic. So please prepare some kind of interview. Maybe I will ask several of you. One of you will be, for example, recruiter, and the second of you will be just a person who came for an interview. You will ask just regular questions, and the person on the other side will respond to you. Okay. Now, please, all of you prepare that you are applying for a position of freelance analyst for one of the subsidiaries of Google. Prepare a script for 2 minutes interview using past, present, and future methods of interview, and also use a highlight technique. Okay? I give you 5 minutes. Oh, Bill's time is up. Who is ready? Habiba, okay. Who else? I need two people. Second one is, can see who is the second person. Habiba and Sweta. Okay. I would be grateful if you could turn on your cameras so we could see your faces, both of you. Who is gonna be interviewer? Habiba or Sweta? Or do you have questions?
Yes, ma'am. I have written the script, but because I'm a bit sick, I'm not presentable. But I will turn on my camera on upcoming days. Is that okay?
Okay, girls. It's 4 days. Okay, Habiba, thank you. Say every
Actually,
day.
it's okay.
Okay.
Go ahead, Abiba.
So Habiba is
Okay.
going to be recruiter or Sweta is going to be recruiter?
I'm going to be the applicant.
Okay. Let's do it this way.
Okay, Abiba, you might ask question, then I answer, or I just start reading my script.
Okay, so let me ask the question. So yeah, you can. Okay, so
Okay.
I can. Okay, thanks for applying for the position of data analyst in Google. So could you please tell us about yourself?
Okay. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and thank you for giving me the chance to be interviewed by your prestigious company. My name is Sweeta Latifi. I worked as an interpreter and project assistant, and where I learned to analyze information, identify the key points, and present findings clearly on most of my projects. And during my academic work in the cybersecurity and data analyst, I developed strong skills in research, data interpretation, and problem solving. And one highlight from my past, which I can bring it here now, is when I helped organize and manage large community data record for a project. I had to check accuracy, categorize information, and summarize insights for report. This experience really strengthens my analytical thinking and attention to details. But currently, I'm studying computer science with concentration in cybersecurity at American University of Afghanistan, and I'm actively developing my analytical um, abilities. So I'm working with tools for data processing, presentations, and securing information, management of information. At the moment, I'm also monitoring new students, which has improved my communication and teamwork abilities. I believe my ability to analyze information clearly and communicate results effectively makes me a strong fit for a freelance analyst position. And I want to a little bit disclose about my future. I want to say that in the future, I want to contribute to a team where I can analyze users' needs and summarize trends, and also support decision making based on clear data insights. And also, I would like joining one of Google's subsidiaries. It would be a great opportunity to develop professionally and expand my global thinking and apply my analytical skills to real world problems. And I'm motivated. As a natural, I can say that I'm motivated, adaptable, and ready to learn continuously. And thank you for considering my application and call me for the interview.
Thank you, Sweeta Jan. Over to you.
Thank you, Smita. Okay, Habiba, any comments on your applicant? Would you give her this job opportunity? Would you hire her?
Yeah, actually, she has a valuable experience. Yeah, like still like more specific. Yeah, like she was a little bit like providing more details. So, I might request her to be like specifically for what she work for this specific job requirement. She only focus on that rather than like bringing all the details, just only specific for this or this position, what she done and what she's doing and what is her plan for the future.
Thank you, Habiba. Also, any comments? Did she use techniques that were covered during the last class? Did she use this present, future? Did she highlight
Yes,
something?
yeah, she done
Okay.
it.
Any comments from other girls? No comments. Okay. I think, Habiba, you also wanted to be an applicant, right?
Yes, I prepared mine also. Yeah,
Okay. So, who wants to be her recruiter and the person who will give her what's it? Who will say whether she managed good or not? Except for Sweta. Or do you have questions, Sweta?
No, ma'am, I just raised my hand to be the recruiter.
Okay. Other girls, Zuhal, are you here? Zuhal is not here. Farahnas, are you here? Okay. Zakia? Also not here. Hamida?
Our teacher, I don't have any comments.
Okay. Could you please be her recruiter for now? Could you please turn on your camera and listen to what Habiba will tell us?
Now, teacher, or not in a good place.
Why? Why not? Just practice.
Because teacher, we have some guests at home, and because of this teacher.
Okay. But girls, please know when you don't respond, you will have lower participatory marks. Okay. So maybe Amina or Hamida, and if not, then Sweta will listen and give her comments. Okay. Hamida, are you here? Hamida?
I'm ready to be as her recruiter, but I'm not ready to be an applicant myself because I joined a little bit late and I didn't know, so I did not get preparation.
Okay.
Is that fine?
It's fine. Okay. Hamida, could you please turn on your camera so that we could see your face?
Yes.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Nice to see
Am
you.
I audible and visible? Thank you.
Yes. You can
Okay.
ask her questions, and then Habiba will respond.
Okay, dear Miss Habiba, hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Thank you. I'm fine.
Okay, so please tell us about yourself.
Okay. Thank you for considering me for this position. So, regarding my analytical skill, I like mostly I focus on analysis of the complex data set, and also like generate the insight for the decision maker. Currently, also in my current position, I'm mostly analyzing the complex data sets and bringing the different data from different sources and generating the insight for the decision maker. And for the future, I am also excited that I can contribute and can analyze different from different sources the information, create the data pipeline, and support the program implementation and provide insight to the decision makers. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It was great. Nice to have you here with us. Mom, your mic is mute.
Okay. I'm sorry, girls. Thank you, both of you. Hamida, can you give some comments on Habiba's speech?
It was great, but a little bit short, I think.
Short?
I guess, yeah, it was short.
If it's short, you can ask her questions. That's why you're a recruiter.
Okay. I think she didn't mention about her future vision. So you can add more about your vision and what you dream of after 5 years for your career.
Habiba, do you want to add this information?
Yeah. Actually, for the future, I want to develop an advanced pipeline and also like apply analytical method on more complex data, high volume, and generate actionable insight for decision makers.
Thank you, girls.
Thanks for the information.
So now it's fine.
Yes.
Did she use highlight method?
She didn't, I think.
Habiba, can you tell us how did you use your highlight method?
I think what like before I was very brief, like I just mentioned 2 or 3 sentences. I think it was my highlight. I don't know.
Okay. Okay. And for the next time, please try to give some your what is highlight actually? Did you understand, girls? Actually, it's your most important it's your most important thing that you have already done, and actually you can talk about it. So it's your achievement. And when you say something in this speech, when you're talking about your present, past, it actually usually it goes from past. You can take your achievements and talk about them. And therefore, if a recruiter will be interested, he will ask these questions. And for you, it will be easier to talk about it because it's your achievement. Therefore, you are talking about it. And not that a recruiter will ask you other questions maybe you will not be able to answer, something like that. Okay? Okay, girls, who also wants to share her speech? Thank you, Habiba. Hamida. Sweetheart, do you want to add
Sorry,
something?
ma'am. No, I have a question regarding
Okay.
this technique, the present, past, and future. In our interview, what do you think? Is it okay that we point out to our future, present, and past directly and completely understandable for the panel, or indirectly we just connect the past, present, and future that the panel, I mean, let me ask like this. Is it okay that we directly make the panel understand that we have a plan for future? Right now, we are busy with this process. And in the past, I was a person like this. Is it okay? Or we just make it a very smooth or something that show we are
Subtle.
we are so skillful and don't let them know that we are directly conveying our message to them. Is that okay?
Actually, both methods are okay, but when you talk about your past, present, and future, you give the whole picture about you so that they could understand you better. Maybe sometimes it's better to do it more, how you said, more smoothly, so it would be not so direct, maybe, yeah. But anyway, even if it's direct, it should be linked to this position. So not just your past, just for example, I studied at a musical school. It doesn't it has nothing common with working in Google, right? So your past should be connected to the position you are applying for or to the company you are applying for. So you should say something that is appropriate, okay?
Ma'am, I mean, let's suppose that this was a real interview, and I,
Mm-hmm.
during the script, I clearly said that I worked there, I was interpreter. Currently, right now or now, I'm doing this. So for future, I am going to do that. So having this clear and direct format for an interview, is this okay, or we just mix them in a way that to grab their attention without making parts for past, present, and future?
It's okay. Both methods are okay, Sweta. So if you feel that you want to tell it this way, so you are just saying currently, in the future, it's okay. But also you also can do it like more subtle, in a subtle way. It also will be okay to do it this way. It doesn't matter.
Okay, now I notice. Thank you.
Okay, welcome. Any other questions, girls? Please also go through this video again at home when you will be preparing your video interview, okay? Just look through the tips that he's telling and try to use it, okay? Who else want to share? Maybe Mushgan, are you here?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here. Yeah, I want to share.
Okay. Okay, Mushgan, could you please turn on your camera? And
Okay, I have to choose a proper place and I'll wear my scarf. I will turn on my camera.
Okay. Thank you, Mushgan.
Hello,
Nice to see you.
everyone, and hello, ma'am.
Hello, Mushgan. Mushgan, could you tell us about yourself? You're applying for a position of Google Analyst.
Yes, for that position, I have some research in the AI and I prepare. Right now, I'm not in an interview, okay? I'm just a student. I will start my interview later in a second.
So I have some research about that. I prepare myself regarding to that thing that I get from the AI about the job description, about the something that needed in this position, and I just highlighted my all qualification just in this position, not all the position that I did in before. So I am starting. Thank you so
Okay.
much to invite me. Thank you so much to invite me in this interview. I am so glad to be here. And about myself, my name is Mujgan Abzali. I have graduated from law and political science. During my education, I tried to improve my English skill, my research, typing, and I learned how to work under the deadline project, and I learned how to and improve my communication skills as well. And currently, I am looking for some freelancing working. I don't do any formal project for some formal client, but I take some courses and in this part, and I am a strong communicator, also a fast learner, and a reliable person, and also I am very passionate about to work with the different clients and different platforms. And this is my goal, and this is I hope I and to achieve my this goal to I am in future um, I want to work with different clients from different countries, and I am committed to improve my English, my communication skills, and also I want to use the new tools that it is working on the it is work on the freelancing platforms, and I want to improve I want to improve my what how can I say I want to improve my network, yeah, my network um, uh, to um, to do the client work as the client project as they want, and as regarding their goals in the projects. I hope I be a perfect person in this position. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mujgan, so much. Girls, does anyone want to have to make comments? Okay, Mujgan, thank you for your speech. It was very good, but I would add some achievements of you, and also it's better to use some metrics when you will talk about your achievements. Okay, for example, when I worked there, I made something, it increased by 75% something. Okay, something like that. Okay, it would be very good for you, because recruiters usually like such kind of metrics. Also, you try to incorporate everything, like your past, your present, and your future. It was good. And I didn't notice much of this highlight method. Okay, maybe it was, but maybe I missed it. Okay, try to make more emphasis on something. on something that was important. Thank you so much. It was great.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, girls. Does anyone else want to speak? Okay. I think it's namaz time, right? For you or not? We can have 15 minutes break, and then we will go to a new topic. Is it okay for you? Does it work for everyone? Okay, okay. So see you in 15 minutes so that you could do your namaz. Anybody else? Is everyone here? Svita here. Mushkan. Where are the others? Okay, Habiba, okay. Sahar, are you here? Parakhnas. Okay, Zakia. Zohal. Okay, not all of you are here, but let's start. It's time. We will share my screen again, and we will go through presentation. So we will proceed on our topic, and now we will learn how to make effective presentations. And actually, we will do it in PowerPoint and Canva. Do you know how to make presentations in these programs? Please respond by voice.
Yes, I know with the PowerPoint and Canva a little bit, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Maybe today you will learn some new tips that will help you to prepare your presentations. So, and so we will learn how to design effective PowerPoint presentations, how to use Canva, and how to make these presentations effective. You all know that usually you have to put in your slides something, not just all the text you want to say, but some key points. Presentations is better when they are short and to the point, and maybe some visual reinforcement. And in order to your presentation to fit on more screens, it should be placed within 95% of the PowerPoint slide. So not don't go to margins, okay? So headings, subheadings, logos should show up in the same spot, on each frame. Margins, fonts, font size and color should be consistent with graphics located in the same general position. And it's just about layout. So it just also that it should look beautiful and professional when you're preparing. The main point is that your font style should be readable, and recommended styles are Arial, Tahoma, Veranda. And also make sure that fonts in every slides are the same. For example, I just showed you that this presentation is in Arial 36 point, and this presentation is in Arial 24 point. So it's better when it's bigger, right? It's more visible. And what important, don't sacrifice readability for style. And don't use some italics, some fonts that are not readable on your slides. Also, it goes to the proper color of your font and your background. When you put graphs, it also should be readable. For example, if you put some graph, here you see the example of unreadable graph, unreadable table. This graph contains too much information, and it says nothing to the people that you are making presentation. And here is the example of good graph. For example, you can see all the orbits, all the things that are important here. Also, you can use some charts and graphs. It's also an example of a good presentation. And now I want you to watch this video. It will tell you about some tips. Maybe you will learn something new. Please try to notice what was new for you. And then we will have some practice. We will do some things that he will show us, okay? I will, as always, share the presentation on a screen, and also I will show it.
Hi everyone, Kevin here. Today we are going to learn how to use Microsoft PowerPoint in under 20 minutes. With PowerPoint, you can create, edit, and share professional looking presentations so you can land your message. Let's start with how you can even get PowerPoint. To get PowerPoint, you can head to the following address, powerpoint.new. This will let you use PowerPoint for free in your web browser. This will drop you into a blank new presentation. If you would like to use the PowerPoint app, head to the following website. You could also click on the card in the top right-hand corner. On this page, click on the text that says Get Microsoft 365, and you'll see the various options available. When you launch PowerPoint, you'll land on the home screen, and this helps you get started. In the top left-hand corner, you can kick off a blank new presentation. To the right of that, you also have a number of different themes that you can start from. It's well worth looking through here to see if one of these might match your needs. Right down here, you can view more themes, or over on the left-hand side, you can also click on New. They both go to the same place. And this will show you an exhaustive view of all of the different available templates and also themes. Let's click back into Home. Right here, we have a search field, so you can look for an existing presentation that you've worked on. And down below, you'll see all of your recent presentations, making it really quick to get back to work on your presentation. In the top left-hand corner, let's click into a blank new presentation. This now drops us into a brand new presentation, and I have lots of work to do to get this ready. But before we start working on this presentation, in the top left-hand corner, let's click on this floppy disk icon to save the presentation. You can also press the shortcut key Control-S. This opens up a save dialog, and I'll call my file the Kevin Cookie Company All Hands. Down below, you can choose a location for your file, and by default, it places it in OneDrive. I would recommend uploading it to Microsoft's cloud, or basically Microsoft servers. There are a few benefits to doing that. For one, it'll automatically save your presentation as you're working on it. You'll also be able to jump back to previous versions of your presentation, and it also makes it really easy to share it with others. Right down below, I'll click on Save. I'm now all ready to start working on my presentation, and here I can see my very first slide. Over on the left-hand side, I can see that I have one slide in my presentation. Right over here, I'll click to add my title, and I want to build out an all-hands deck for the Kevin Cookie Company. I'll title it All Hands, and for the subtitle, I'll type in Kevin Cookie Company. Of course, I need more slides. To add another slide, over on the left-hand side of the ribbon under the Home tab, there's the option to add a new slide. I'll click on this, and this inserts the second slide into my presentation. If I hover over this, you'll see that the shortcut key to add a new slide is Control-M. I'll press Control-M, and that adds yet another slide. I can also click down here, and you'll see this line appear. I can press Enter on my keyboard, and that will also add a slide. You might have noticed that the slide layout is a little bit different on this slide compared to my very first slide. As I insert a slide, you can always click on this drop down, and here you can select your layout up front, but you can also change it retroactively. Up here, I'll click on this icon, and this allows me to change the layout. I'll select this one with a section header, and that now changes the layout. I now want to start building out an outline for my deck. To navigate up my slides, I can click on the up arrow, and that'll move me up, or I could also move down throughout my slides. Right up here, I want to add a slide where we talk about the customer feedback that we've been hearing here. It's not entirely positive, but it's worth mentioning. On the next slide, I want to discuss opening the new factory. I'll add a slide for that. And right here, this will be the last slide, and we'll say thank you. Now, on second thought, we should probably also discuss the revenue numbers that we've seen here the last year. To add a new slide in between, I can place my cursor right here and click, and then hit the Enter key, and that adds another new slide. And for this, let's title this Revenue. Looking at my outline here, we start with customer feedback, and unfortunately, that's not entirely positive, so perhaps it makes sense to move this to the end of the presentation. To move a slide, I can simply press and hold on it, and I can move it to a new position. I can also press the Control key to select multiple slides, and I can move multiple slides at once. You can also press the Shift key to select multiple slides. Down in the bottom right-hand corner, you can also click into the slide sorter. And here too, you can also move slides around to match exactly how you want your presentation to appear. Down below, let's click back into the normal view. Back in the main view, I've been thinking a little bit more about this customer feedback, and it is unfortunately negative, and I don't know if I want management to see that. What they don't know can't hurt them. I can right-click on this item, and here's the option to delete the slide. I could also simply press the Delete key on my keyboard, and that removes the slide altogether. Now that I've finished my outline, I am ready to apply a theme. Otherwise, things will just look a little bit too bland. Up on the top tabs, let's click into the option titled Design. And here I can select any one of these themes. When I hover over it, I can preview it down below on my presentation. I can click on this icon and I can view the full set of different themes. Now, this one titled Organic is very appropriate because we only use organic ingredients here at the Kevin Cookie Company. I'll select this option. Over on the right-hand side, there's another category titled Variants, and here I can apply different variants of this theme. This applies a slightly darker background, or maybe here a little bit lighter. I have all these different options. If I want to jump back to another theme at any point, I could expand this category, and here I could very quickly change it. Or I could even go back to the base theme by clicking on this one right here, and we're right back to where I started from. Over on the right-hand side, you can also adjust the slide size. You can also format the background. So you could set the background to whatever you want it to be. And one of my favorites, in the top right-hand corner, there's an option called Designer. I'll click onto my first slide with all hands, and then let's click on Designer. This will look at the content of the slide and recommend a design based on it. So here we see that the slide says all hands, and here it's recommending different designs that incorporate hands. That's pretty clever. I'll choose this first one where the hands are raising in the air. My manager will really like that touch. And look at that. That looks really slick. Here, the hands raised up in the air. That's nice. In the top right-hand corner, I'll close this out. I think I'd like to build out my very own theme. Now, I could go through each individual slide and try to apply a theme, but that'll take a lot of work. Instead, up on top, let's click on the View tab, and right here, there's an option called Slide Master. Let's click on that. Over on the left-hand side, I see all the different layouts, and at the very top, I see the root layout. Any changes that I make here will carry through to every single slide throughout my presentation. Here, I could adjust things like the colors. I could adjust the fonts, the effects, the background styles. Let me select this gray gradient background. I'll move PowerPoint over, and you could even drag in images. I'll pull in the logo for the Kevin Cookie Company. And here I can click on these handles to resize the logo. I think that's a good size, and I'll place it right here alongside the title. I think this slide master looks good. Right up on top, make sure you're in slide master, and then you could close out of this view. And just like that, it has now applied this style to all of the different slides in my presentation. And here's the true magic. I can now insert a new slide, and look at that. It automatically uses that image and that background. I'll delete this slide. I now want to start adding some content to my presentation. I'll go to my second slide for the new factory, and here I can enter in some text. I'll paste in some details of the new factory. Now, of course, this is just a bulleted list, and it's a little bit dense. I think I can make it more visual. I'll highlight all of this text, and on the Home tab in the center, there's an icon for Smart Art. This will turn it into a visual. I'll click on this, and I see all these different options for Smart Art. You could simply hover over them, and you could preview what it'll look like. I'll select, let's go with this option right here. With this option selected, I now get two new tabs up on top. Here I have Smart Art Design and also Format. If I click into Design here, I could adjust the look and feel. I could also change the colors. Let me click into Colors, and I like this one right here. I think that goes along nicely with our logo. Over on the left-hand side, I could also add additional bullets. For example, our general manager of this factory, who else could it be but Cookie Monster? I'll type that in. This now looks really good. I'll select this object and move it over to the left-hand side. This is highly sensitive information on this slide, and I want to make sure that everyone knows that this is confidential. Up on top, let's click on the Insert tab, and you can insert all sorts of different items directly onto your slide. You can insert a table, you could insert pictures, you could insert shapes, icons. Here, you could even insert audio and video under media. So there are all sorts of different items that you could place on your slide. Now, I just want some basic text. I'll click on text box, and then I could click anywhere on my slide. I'll click here, and then I could type in the text confidential. With this object selected, up on the Home tab here, I could adjust things like the font. Now, I want to make sure that everyone takes this seriously. So there's no better font than Comic Sans. Here, I could also adjust the font size. Let's make it really large, maybe 72. And here, I could even adjust the color. Now, up on top, I also have Shape Format. And here, I could adjust all sorts of different settings related to this object. I can also click on this icon, and this opens up a pane on the right-hand side that exposes all of the different settings. Currently, I'm in Text Options. Here, I could click on Color, and let's say I apply some transparency to it, just so it sits on top of the content, but it's not the main focus. That looks about right. I'll close this out, and here I could also rotate the text, and let's place it right on top of the slide. As I move the text object around, you'll see these guidelines appear that help me align this text on the slide. So here it's perfectly center and middle aligned. I think this slide could also use some pictures of the new factory. Up on top, I'll click on Insert, and then let's click on Pictures. You have a few different options. You could pull pictures in from this device, stock images, or also online images. I'll select stock images. And right up on top, you have all sorts of different categories of stock images, but I just want a basic picture of a factory. I'll type that in. I like this picture of people working and this exterior shot. They both look good. I'll click on Insert. This now inserts the two photos onto my slide. Now I could reposition these and adjust these. With these images selected, up on top I have picture formatting controls, and I could do all sorts of things like adjust the color. I could also apply different artistic effects. Here you have different picture styles. But I'd rather have Designer just do it for me. I'll select both of these pictures and press Ctrl X. Next, I'll insert a new slide by pressing Enter, and here I'll paste the two pictures onto this slide. On the Home tab, let's go over and click on Designer, and let's see what it comes up with. Look at these. These are some fancy designs. I like this one where it's cut out on the edge. I'll click on that, and here that's now changed both of my photos. I can now cut this, and I can now bring it back to slide number 2 and paste it in. And that looks really nice. I couldn't have done that on my own. One problem is my confidential text now sits under the photo. If someone shared this, I couldn't blame them. That's because this text is a lower layer. I can right-click on it, and I can now bring that to the front. Up on top, I can also click into Shape Format, and there's something called the Selection pane. I'll click on that, and here I see all of the different objects on my slide. Whatever item is on top is on the topmost layer. That's the confidential text. Here, if I move it to the bottom, it now sits under everything, and here I can move it to the top. Now, on second thought, as I'm working on this presentation, I don't know if I need to be able to see this text until I'm all done. Over here, I can click on this icon and that'll hide that object. That looks fine for now. I'll close out of this pane. This slide contains a lot of information, and when I present it, I just want to talk about each item individually. We can use an animation to bring in each one at a time. Let's click on animations up on top, and then I'll select this object, and I can choose my animation. I want it to fade in. I'll select this, but currently it just all fades in at once. Over here, I can click on Effect Options, and here I can have it fade in one by one. So here it'll bring in one, then the next, and then the next, and they'll fade in on click. Over on the left-hand side, I see this star icon indicating that I have an animation on this slide. You can pull off all sorts of fancy animations in PowerPoint. If you're interested in going deep on animations, be sure to check out the video in the top right-hand corner. Over on the left-hand side, let's click on slide number 3 and delete it. And here I'm now on the revenue slide. Up above, let's click on Insert, and right in the center, you can also insert a chart directly onto your PowerPoint slide. You can bring in a chart from Excel, or you can make it directly within PowerPoint. You have all the different charting options that you would find in Excel. I'll insert a column chart and then click on OK. This inserts my column chart, and I get a mini version of Excel directly within PowerPoint. Here, I'll change it to look just at this first column. And over here, I'll close this out. And right up for the Series 1, let me change this to Cookie Revenue in Millions. Now, up above with this chart item selected, here you could add different chart elements. You could adjust the layout, you could change the colors, and you could also change the chart style. Just like with all the other objects that we've seen, you can customize an object to your heart's content. We had such fantastic results in Q4, and I want to make sure to draw attention to that. Up on the top tabs, let's click on Insert and then click on Shapes, and here I'll insert an oval. To make it a perfect circle, press the Shift key and then drag, and here I get a perfect circle. I think that looks good. With this object selected, let's go to the Formatting Controls, Shape Fill, and here I'll select No Fill. Then let's click on Shape Outline, and I'll click on the eyedropper, and I can take a color from anywhere else on my slide. I'll take this yellow color from my logo. I'll click there, and that applies it to this circle. Right up above, I'll click on Shape Outline again, and let's add some more weight. Let's increase it to maybe 6, just so it really stands out. Now people won't miss that we set a new record. I want to make sure that no one misses these great results, and I think the morph transition can help me really call this out. Up on top, let's click on the Transitions tab, and there are all sorts of different transitions that you can apply between slides, but a very special one is called Morph. To use Morph, let's right-click on this slide and then go down to Duplicate. I now have 2 identical versions of this slide. Over on the right-hand side, let's close out of this pane. On slide number 3, I'll press the Control key and then move my mouse wheel out so I zoom out. You could also use this zoom control in the bottom right-hand corner. And here I'll take the oval while pressing the Shift key and I'll expand it so it's larger than the slide. I'll zoom out a little bit more and let me zoom out. Then on this slide, let me click on this morph icon. Now it'll morph from that larger circle to the smaller circle. So with morph, it'll look at where the object is on this previous slide, it's this large size, and then it'll morph down or shrink down to this smaller size. So let's preview what this looks like. Here, as I call that out, it'll zoom in on this point, so that way no one will miss it. Up on the top ribbon, over on the right-hand side, I have all sorts of different controls that I can use to modify morph. For example, maybe I want it to take a little bit more time, so I could increase the duration. If you want to learn about all the different fancy ways that you could use morph, be sure to check out the video in the top right-hand corner. While I'm presenting, I also want to make sure that I call out that we're going to celebrate this milestone. Down at the very bottom, I have this one icon that says Notes, and I can click on that, and that toggles on Notes at the bottom. I could hover over this line, and I could expand the space for my notes. And here I'll type in some text to make sure that I tell the org to celebrate this milestone. You could press the Control key with your mouse wheel, and you can zoom in or out on your notes to make it easier to read. Here I can minimize the notes again, or here I could toggle it away. I'd really like for my teammates to come in and review this deck before I share it out with the organization. In the top right-hand corner, I can click on this share icon, and I have a few different options, but I'll click on the first one titled Share. This opens up a dialog where I can type in email addresses to share with, and right up here I can also set the permissions. Once I'm all done, I can click on send, and this will send out a copy of the presentation. Once I share this presentation with others, up on the top tabs, I can click on insert, and over here, I can insert a comment. So this way we can have a conversation about this presentation, and I can even mention different people in my organization. Here, I'll simply enter, let me know what you think, and then send this out. Here, I'll close out of this pane. I feel like I'm all ready to present this presentation now. Up on the top tabs, let's click on the option titled Slideshow. And right here, there's an option called Rehearse with Coach. This is well worth trying out. This allows you to run through your presentation and it'll give you feedback on how you present. It'll even give you a very handy report at the end. Once you're ready to share your slides, over on the left-hand side, you can start presenting from the beginning or the current slide. A helpful shortcut key, you can press F5 to start presenting. I'll click on this. This now opens up my presentation. When I move my mouse, I see various controls on the bottom. I can also right-click my mouse, and I can also see all of those same controls. For instance, let's say I want to open up a laser pointer. I could go down to Pointer Options and select Laser Pointer, and I could then move that around the slide. To exit presentation mode, simply press the Escape key. If you have two monitors, you'll see an experience that looks like this, where you'll see the current slide that your audience can see here. You have all of your different controls down below. Say, for example, you want to open up the laser pointer. Over on the right-hand side, you see the next slide coming up, and here you'll see all of your different meeting notes that you attached to the slide. Here too, I could also end the slideshow. Along with presenting your presentation live, you can also pre-record it. Up on the top tabs, click on the Record tab. And here you can start recording from the beginning. When you click on this, this opens up the Record interface. Here, you'll see all of your notes up above, and you could even turn on a teleprompter to scroll through your notes. Down below, you'll see the current slide, and you also have various annotation tools. Once you're ready to record, you can simply click on this red record button, and this will now record your presentation. Once you're done, you can stop, then click on export, and you can export your presentation as an MP4. All right, well, that was a quick look at how you can get started using PowerPoint. One important thing to keep in mind: the PowerPoint presentation complements your presentation and helps you convey and land your key message. The PowerPoint itself should not be the center of attention or the focus. To watch more videos like this one, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.
So girls, did you finish watching? Shahar, Muhadesa, Hamida, Sakia, Amina. Fine, thank you. Could you please tell me what was new for you and what you are going to use in your next presentation? Maybe some tips that you will use next time when you will do your presentation. Who wants to tell? Was there something new? Reverse feedback, okay. Amina. Muhadessa, do you want to respond? Okay.
Yes, ma'am. I wanted to mention that something or one new feature that was new for me and I haven't used before was the morph transition. That was very new for me, and it was a great animation feature to add between two slides and animating like objects as they change in size, position, or color. So I will plan to use this morph transition more in my presentations because it's engaging and interesting for me.
Thank you, Muhadessa. Who else wants to share? Did you know everything from the slides? From the video? Sahar?
Yes, Mom, I'm here.
Did you watch the video?
Yes, I watched from the
Yeah.
first until the end, and that was engaging me to use the different styles on my presentation. When I'm using meanwhile the presentation, because I'm also business coach and also site web trainer during the training sessions. Most of the time we have to using presentations, and PowerPoint is very good to use for making the presentation, and also the video mentioned very critical point as well.
Okay. So you knew everything from the video, right? Or did
Yes,
you learn
yes,
something? Okay.
yes.
Thank you. Zakia? Zakia is not here. Okay. Okay, girls. Thank you for your responses. And now, okay, I'll share my screen. We will go through the lecture. Здесь урок идет онлайн. Yeah, here's a class. If you will not make sounds, something. Are you having a meeting? Oh, okay. I think it will not work. Sorry. So, what we should know that if you don't have an app, you can also make your PowerPoint presentation in internet. So you can just type PowerPoint.new and you can work on it. Here are some things that we watched during the presentation, during the video, in the video. It's how to make new presentation. Just go home, new, and you will do. And you can select any of the themes. You can do it yourself now, just with me. Here you can choose your slide layout, how to do it, new slide section, and just select layout that you will need. This is here shown how to work on format background. And here's a magic tool, use of designer function. Just go to designer function and use what you want. Also, I want you today to use this master title style in order to make every slide. In every slide, please upload one photo, for example, photo or some image. And please, here will be an exercise. Please practice presenting your ideas clearly and concisely. Please make a 3-5-minute presentation on a topic related to the course, any topic you can choose. Here is the structure of your slides: title, your name, key problem question, main argument or evidence, implications and conclusions, and maybe some discussion questions if you want. So design with short bullet points and simple visuals. I will give you how much time you need. Maybe 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, I will ask some of you to show us your presentations. Also try to use something new that you learned during today's class. Maybe you can use just like maybe more function or maybe some animation. And also I want you to make all slides in one theme so that you could use this master slides, okay? So you have 10 minutes. Go ahead. You also have 3 minutes left and we will start, okay? Yours, who is ready? Any volunteers?
Mom, I'm working on the slide.
Okay.
Is it
Okay, I
enough?
can give.
Should we share or did you give us
Yeah.
more minutes as well?
Okay, I can give you 2 minutes and then you will share, okay?
Okay.
Girls, time's up. Who wants to show her presentation? I think Sahar. Did you finish?
It is not finished, so but I will share.
Okay. Can you share your screen, please? It would
Okay,
be
Mom,
good.
do you have my screen?
Yes, and it would be good if you could show us your face as well.
Oh no, just share my screen. Mom, one thing I want to mention, during using of the PowerPoint in the formal places, it is better to use just a very clear slides like a white color, not a lot of using different fonts and other things. But for the practice, I used a little bit from here dims, so we can make more better slides in formal places. I mean, we can make slides according the places that we will present on there. It can be formal and informal places. So according your age, I just select a title, the power of digital literacy through PowerPoint. It will be presented by me. The courses on digital literacy USA. I just found a logo of the USA here and put it on there. We'll share. Okay. Present, and this is the first slide. So the second slide, key problem or question. The question is this: how can PowerPoint improve our ability to communicate ideas clearly in digital age? So I just found out some proper answers for this. Many people struggle to present ideas effectively through PowerPoint. So PowerPoint helps share informations visually and confidently. And also main argument or evidence, PowerPoint allows the creation of professional slides with text, images, and videos. Also use of themes, transitions, and animations make content engaging for the viewers. Also design a clean slide, short text, big visuals, and constant layouts. So also improving digital communication skills essential for educations and work. This was the main argument and evidence about the PowerPoint implications and about the conclusion. Digital literacy means using technology effectively to share knowledge, mastering PowerPoint, bold creativity, communications, and confident technology can make learning and presenting easier for everyone. And about the last discussion question, what other digital tools can help us present ideas effectively beside PowerPoint? So it is the question about for the discussion according your issue that or title that you give us. So it was a very simple type of slides because I don't have much more time to work on it. But in the formal places, I would like to use from very smooth or soft colors because in my training special they are the elders when they are seeing the slide it will be great to the colors should be too much soft and smooth. Thank you.
Thank you, Safat. Do you only use PowerPoint in your work, or do you use Canva as well?
No, just right now the PowerPoint.
Okay, thank you. Great presentation. Considering that you had only 10 minutes. Girls, who can share her screen as well? Muhadessa, are you here? Habiba? Okay, Habiba, you can share your screen. And please show us your face as well. We would be glad to see your face.
Sure. Okay, so I want to share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah, actually, I just selected this template. I know the first page is this is a little bit not good, but the rest is because I prefer I mostly prefer the like not like a very noisy, very simple template. So mine is like I just selected data analysis. So in the first slide, I wanted to a little bit have about the data about the definition, importance, why it's important, and which kind of analysis can be done. On the second slide, the process for data analysis, like how it start. So because there was not like time was a little bit less, so we can show it in bullet, and also we can make it like in a way of like charts, like a process workflow, like it's data collection, cleaning, and then reporting at the end. So we can present on that way as well. So and at the end, or the tools and the techniques that is used to have a good analysis of the data. Thank you.
Uh-huh. Habiba, did you use some animation or maybe some tools that were that you learned during today's video?
No, actually it was just a simple slide. Yeah, no animation.
Okay. Please try to do it at home, just to make practice of it and to learn how to do it. Thanks a lot for your presentation.
Thank you.
Very good. Mhm. Who else? Zohal here. Zakia. Zohal is not here. Zakia also missing. Muhadesa, right here. Not here.
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Can you show us your screen, please?
Wait a minute.
And please show your face as well. We will be glad to see your face.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so I made a simple presentation online, as you see, about artificial intelligence, and use a simple picture of artificial intelligence. And in the next slide, the topic is how AI works, and some bullet points to give information about what are the process and how is this working, and also a simple picture. And the next one is AI in our world, like the application of AI, which in which sectors or which areas AI is used currently. I wanted to work on it more, but due to little time, um, uh, I just could do this much.
Did you work on presentation now, or was it presentation
No,
that you?
now.
Okay.
Yep.
Did you try some?
That's why it's simple.
Okay. Did you try some maybe animation? I'm sorry.
I tried to work on an animation in this picture, but I'm not sure if it was not working well, I guess.
Okay.
But I will make it professional.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
Sure.
Hamida, are you here?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you show us your screen?
Okay. Just wait a minute.
And your face as well.
My face as well?
Yes. Turn on your camera, please.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, but not your face.
Okay, let me. Am I visible now?
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Okay, this is the slides that I prepared. There's very simple, yet it lacks some of the advanced parts of the PowerPoint, like animation and suggestions. But here I could just make this part, which is using the, oh my God, just wait a minute, sir. Mom. Here I used the smart art for better communication, but I didn't have enough time to work on the design and the discipline of those squares. Just I could show that I am able to use those section. I mean the smart art. So it was the presentation about what is digital literacy.
Thanks a lot, Hamida. Very good, given the lack of time. But also practice. Try to do some new things that you didn't know. I remember that you didn't know morph, right? Before. Maybe you will try to do morph next time, just for practice. Thanks a lot, girls. So who else want to show? Habiba Hamida done. Zakia not here. Okay, let's proceed to our topic. I think I will share my screen with you. This exercise, and also I want you to go to Canva and register there, because we will also learn how to work in Canva. Actually, here you also can choose design of your presentation, and just like a template, and work on it. So it will allow you to apply certain design and structure, like you can see on a slide. And I will want you to watch this video about Canva. I think that it also will be useful for you. You will learn some tips. But before we will start watching, could you please tell me, did any one of you used Canva before?
Yes, I did.
Muhadasa, you did. Okay. So you know more or less good with Canva. Other girls? Habiba, Hamida, Sahar? Not yet. Okay. Then we will learn how to do it. Are you okay or are you tired? Do you need 5-minute break? Does it mean you're okay? You can, if you don't want to respond by voice, you can just type 5 minutes break. Okay, let's have 5 minutes break, and then I will show you video. But I will give you a link so that maybe some of you can watch it now, who wants. And then in 5 minutes, I will show this video on my screen, okay? Girls, let's start. Everyone is here. Could you please show some reactions? Hamida? How? Zakia? Hamida, Sahar? Okay. Only Habiba is not here, right? Okay, now let's start. I will share my screen with you.
If you're looking to create a presentation quickly, easily, and have it look good, I got you. Let me show you how to do it using Canva. In Canva, you're going to want to hit Create a Design and go to Presentation. Here, you'll see a blank template, but what's really cool about this is there are thousands of templates you could choose from. I could choose a Halloween one if I want, because I want to host a Halloween night and do trivia. I can click on this, and I can preview this by hitting the plus symbol, which will add it to my slides, and hey, that looks cool. Maybe I want to change the name, Pat's Trivia Night. But maybe I don't want to do that, and I, will want to try a different, more professional theme. Well, I can go back and I can go to maybe professional. Again, I'm just using their search to find these, right? There's a lot. Let's go to this one right here, this company profile. And if I hit apply all 15 pages, that will actually just kind of replace everything that's there. And let's hit replace all pages. And there it is. I have a whole slide deck already here, and I can just change out the images and the words if I want to. I can add new slides. I can remove them. I can change them around. Let's say I want the goals to go over here in slide number 4, and there we go. It's as simple as that. And again, I can just replace the things as we want to go along. Goal number 1, goal number 2, and goal number 3. All right, a couple really cool things that you can do really quickly here. Let's go to the title page, and I'm going to change this to Pat Flynn. And this will be how to create a presentation in Canva. Maybe I want to open this up a little bit so it kind of fits a little bit better. Let's center that. You get a lot of nice guidelines in there to center it. And I want to add an image of me, right? This is a presentation and I'm presenting it, and maybe I'm going to be at work or on a large stage. And it's kind of nice to have your personal brand on there as well sometimes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Elements, and this is really cool. If I go here and I type frames, I get a lot of these images that have like a sky and a cloud and a hill. Well, I'm going to click and bring and drag over this circle. And actually, I want to bring it to the front. As you can see, it's kind of behind this text. I want to bring it to the front. So I'm going to hit these 3 dots and hit bring to front. That way it brings it to the front. But what's unique about this, and the reason for this image here is I don't want the image of the cloud. I want an image that fits this shape. That is why it's called a frame. So I'm going to go to Uploads and choose an image I have of myself and drag and drop it onto that circle. As you can see, when I hit that circle, it fits in there. I'm going to let go, and there it is. And now I have that shape with myself in it. But, I'm not centered. So I'm going to double click on that, and I'm going to move the big image, as you can see behind there, it's a rectangle, to the center. Click out of it, and there we go. But, you don't need to see my kitchen and my background there. So I'm going to zoom in, and I'm going to drag the corners just so it's my face and maybe my thumb there kind of showing the presentation area, which is kind of cool. Boom, there it is, and I can resize this from here as well. So let's say I want to set it up so that this is sort of centered here, and then it's pointing to this text. But the text is kind of behind here. It's in the way. So I'm going to click on the text. I'm going to drag this edge over and kind of center it from there. So I can just move things around really quick. I don't need these 3 dots. I'm going to delete that. And then www.smartpassiveincome.com. Actually, who needs a www? Nobody. There we go. Actually, if I want to center all that, I'm going to drag and drop a box around. That kind of groups it for a sec. And there we go. Now, if I want to see what this looks like at full screen, I go to Present, and I'm going to hit just Present. We're going to keep it on standard for now. I'll show you what the other things are later. Present, and there we go. Full screen. And if I hit the next button, it's going to move on to the next slide. I can go back using the back arrow. There we go. Now, we still have to make some changes, right? For example, this image of these women, cool. I don't know who these people are, and I just want to change that image. So I'm just going to highlight that image, and I'm going to hit delete, and there we go. There's the hill with the sky and the cloud. That means it is a frame, so I can bring another image in there. I'm going to go back to my uploads area, and maybe I want to bring in, let's see, there's got to be another one of me in there somewhere that would work. Here we go. This one of me with some headphones, and boom. That looks pretty nice. I can resize it if I want, move it up, move it down. We'll just keep it like that. About Pat Flynn, former architect turned entrepreneur, ... And you put a little bit more. Now this read more situation, this would be useful if you're going to be sharing this online and this is where it's being presented and people can come in here and click around. But I'm just going to delete that because this is going to be a presentation, for example, that I do in the classroom or at work or on stage. Okay, moving on. Actually, you know what? This dark background color doesn't really work for me. I want it to be a different shade of blue. So I'm going to click on the background and click this color here, this little square. And what's really cool is it now gives me a bunch of different colors. What's also cool is this is very unique to Canva is I can click see all here next to photo colors. It actually gives me like the different photos that I have and I can match the colors based on that, which is really cool. Right, so you'll see that it kind of, you can go through and see that's kind of my skin color, brown and sort of darker for my shirt. Actually, you know what? I don't want that. I want a lighter blue. So let's go to light blue. Okay, that's too light. Yeah, that blue is nice. It reminds me of University of California at Berkeley, which is where I went. And what's really cool about this is that changes it on that slide. But if I want to change it on all slides, guess what? I can hit this change all button, boom, and now all the slides are that color, which is really, really cool. Let's move to slide number 2. Let's say I want to point to this microphone just for fun and call it out. This is a Heil PR40, and I want to call it out for some reason here on this particular image. You wouldn't really do this on an about page like this, but I'm going to do it anyway just to show you. So I'm going to go to Elements, and I'm going to type in arrow, and I'm going to scroll and look for an arrow. In fact, I just want a graphic. Look at all of the arrows that I could choose from that I can drag and drop on this page. Now, you'll see a bunch of them are moving. I would just be very careful about movement. For example, if I were to put this on here, it's like, if you present that and you're trying to talk, that's just going to be really distracting. So I'm going to delete that or undo. And I want to find an arrow that's sort of pointing that direction that looks nice, that is still. Okay, that one looks really nice. Boom. Let's say I want to rotate a little bit. So get this sort of rotate button here. And let's say I want to change the color of it, right? So it's a white one, which is fine. Let's say I want to make it red. So I'm going to go to color and I'm going to hit red and it just changes it immediately. And I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. And now what I want to do is add text. I want to call out the name of this microphone just for fun. So I'm going to hit text and I'm going to add a text box like that. And this will be this is a Heil PR40 microphone. All right, so I'm going to bring this over and I want to make this font something that is maybe one that we're already using. So there we go. This is a Heil PR40 microphone. Let's just see what that looks like. So if I go to standard, present, there's slide number 1, slide number 2. Very nice. Now let's say I don't want to use for the next slide any of these templates. I want like a slide that's a full screen image. So what I'm going to do is I can either just bring my cursor to the middle here and add page, or really quickly kind of right click that and hit add page. It'll do the same thing. And there we go. I can delete this background if I want, just hit delete. And what's really cool is I can add a background. So let's say I want to add, this earth as a background. And it kind of just fills it out for you, which is really nice. No, I don't want that. I want this kind of like landscape. No, let's go here. No, let's go back to the earth. Just, again, we're just playing around, keeping it fun. And that could be used for, I can add text on there and add a heading like, this is the earth. The earth. This is the earth. All your base are belong to us, right? And I can make this bold so it stands out. I can, animate it a little bit if I want, which we'll talk about later. But let's say I want to also add an image of me in a very unique way. So what's really cool about this is I can go to, let's say, let's go to uploads. And let's say I want to take an image like this image here, which is like me trying to do like a Drake thing at one point, right? where I have that, and then I have like this one here too, right? You might have seen that meme before. Now, what I want to do is I want to remove the background of each of these images, and really, really cool and unique with Canva here. I think it might be in the Pro plan, or it might be free for everybody. I'm not sure. By the way, if you want to check out Canva, use my affiliate link, patflynn.com/Canva. If I click on this image and hit Edit Image, BG Remover, that's background remover. I'm just going to literally hit that once, and it'll do all the work. It'll take 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1.5, 1/4. Okay, it takes a little bit of time, but there we go. Hit apply, and look at that. It literally just, like the way it crops it is so nice. I try to do that kind of manually in Photoshop sometimes, and it never turns out that well. Let's do the same thing with this one, edit image, background remover. All right, so that is the Earth, and this is maybe me saying no to what would I say no to? Like pollution, right? So if I literally type in pollution, and maybe there is a photo of pollution. Let's drag, I dragged and dropped it on the wrong place. I want to drag it right there. I want to make it smaller, can move it. No to pollution. So let's actually just see what this looks like now. This is a very random presentation, but anyway, here we go. Slide number 1, slide number 2, slide number 3. This is the Earth, no pollution. Nice. All right, let's escape. Now, let's say I want the transitions between slides to be a lot nicer, right? A smooth, maybe dissolve or something like that, or maybe it slides up from the bottom or something. How might you do that? Very simple. I'm going to right-click on these 3, or just click on these 3 dots, or right-click, and you'll see Add Transition. You can see it kind of goes from left to right, and that's where the transition is headed. So I'm going to hit Add Transition, and I'm going to hit Dissolve, because I like the dissolve. And I usually like the dissolves to be a little shorter, like 0.2 seconds. I find it to be a little bit smoother that way. And if I hover my mouse over any of these, you'll actually see what that transition looks like as a preview. As you can see there, none, slide, color wipe. Anyway, what's really cool is now this transitions into this with a dissolve. But I want to do that all the way through. And all I have to do is hit Apply Between All Pages. Boom. But let's say I don't want that in one particular area. So let's say that the transition from, let's have our goals be next after the Drake Earth image. Let's do a unique transition there. I'm going to hit Change Transition, and I want that one to be maybe a stacking from the bottom, right? So this is from the top. I want it to come from the bottom like that, and maybe we'll make it a little bit longer. Actually, let's make it 1 second just so it's clear. All right, let's go back to slide 1. Hit present and see if the transitions are the way we want. So we want this to dissolve. Very nice. Another dissolve coming. And then this one is going to slide up from the bottom, and it's going to reveal our goals. Oh, that was really nice. Very cool. Let's hit escape. All right, let's work on this page, because this is a very common use case for slides, is to kind of reveal certain elements as we go along. You'll notice that there aren't a lot of bullet points, like really long bullet point lists here. And that's actually great. It forces you to really hone in on the big ideas. And that's really key. You don't want just paragraphs and a ton of bullet points for people to read off of that you're reading off of, and then your presentation is less engaging, right? Main points, and you can reveal them sort of one after another, which is what we're going to do here in a sec. But I want to change this image because this door doesn't really mean anything to me. And I'm going to right-click that and delete it. And as you can see, there is a frame. So I'm going to go back to, let's just type in goals and see what happens. Maybe goals would be better with a bullseye or target. Yeah, I like that. So let's do bullseye. And okay, I like this. So I'm going to drag and drop this one instead. And I guess I didn't even need to delete that initial image, but there we go. Our goals, 1, 2, and 3. Now, a lot of presentation software allows you to select elements and when they appear on that particular slide. Canva currently doesn't allow that, and that's actually okay. I'm going to show you a very quick and easy way to have certain groups of text, for example, or even images appear one after another. And I actually prefer this method because many times I'm asked to export my slides or share them with people as images and not like a slide file, in which case I can still have the building of those happen in that case versus if I have to export it and it's just a single slide that, in the software animates, but on the PDF file it doesn't. It still works out this way. I think maybe they're going to open that up later, but this is how it's done. So I want goal 1, goal 2, and goal 3. I have 3 goals. So that means I'm going to make 3 different duplicates of this. So there's 1 duplicate, or I guess it's a triplicate, right? 1, 2, 3, slide 4, 5, and 6, all the same. I'm going to go to number 4. I'm just going to drag and delete goals 2 and 3 because that's the first slide they're going to see. Here on the second slide, I'm just going to delete the last one, and then goals number 3, that'll remain on the last one there, the third one. So if I hit present, you're going to see this. Let's go back. There's the Earth. Goals, number 1, number 2, number 3. Now let's say I was like, no, I want the goals to show up first and then number 1. So I'm going to duplicate this page and then now delete the first goal. Make sure you're not deleting other elements. If you want to select multiple elements, hold Shift and then click on those elements and then hit delete, for example. So that will be the first one that pops up from the bottom. So let's go back to Drake, Earth, Pat, Pollution, Bad, and I'm going to hit next. Our goals. Here are our goals for the year. Goal number 1. I'm just clicking forward. Goal number 2 and goal number 3. Very simple to do, as you can tell. Let's say we want this slide to do the same thing, but instead I want business description first, product offer first, or next, future plan next, and then target market next. So I'm going to, since there's 4 things, I'm going to duplicate this a few times. Command D is a very nice shortcut for this. And I'm going to go back to the first one, and I'm going to delete everything but the first one that I want to show up, right? Because that will show up first. This next one will delete everything else except the one that we want to pop up. Let's see. So that's, oh, there we go. 1, 2, and then this one will be, let's see, target market will be the only one that's not there, and then boom. Okay, so let's try it from here and see what happens. Present, 1, 2, 3, 4. Easy peasy. Hitting escape. Now, let's go into the presentation sort of options here real quick. If I go to present, we've been doing standard, which allows you to, again, present and show full screen so you can preview it. If you go to autoplay, you can set the speed to automatically have slides advance based on this number right here. You see this where it says edit timing? If I say I want this to be like 1 second, right? Or I can apply it to all pages. I'm not going to go through this, but what would happen is if I hit present and then go to autoplay, I hit play, the timer's going. They will advance based on the time that you set. And that's for maybe more choreographed presentations that you might do in the future, or even like quizzes or something like that, just so you know. Presenter view is what's really special here. If I go to presenter view, you'll see 2 things pop up. I'm going to hit present, and you'll see 2 windows. You have your presenter window back there, but this audience window. Now, typically when you're in a presentation or you're in an office and you're presenting, you might have a projector or a particular monitor or screen that is showing the screen to everybody else. That is what this window is for. If you are presenting somewhere, this is what your technician would need, and they can drag and drop this to that particular screen. And then when you hit enter full screen mode, they're only seeing that slide that is sort of active, right? You are seeing what's back here. I'm just going to move this aside so you can see it. So presenter window, this is what you see. You see the current slide. This is the same thing that everybody else sees, but you also see the upcoming slides as well, which is super handy because you can just kind of lead into the next thing and then open it up. You'll also see notes for your design, and that is during your editing process, you can actually add notes and maybe handy triggers or other keywords, or tell that story or whatever it might be, to just remind you to tell that story during this particular slide, which can be really, really helpful. To get back there and actually to add those notes, it's very, very simple. All you have to do is go down here where it says notes, and I'm just going to go, hello, this is a test. I'm going to go to present and then hit presenter view. As you can see, there it is right there on the right-hand side. Hello, this is a test. And that way, again, you can be reminding yourself, essentially, your future self, to say certain things or tell certain stories, etc., which is super handy. If you have any quotes you want to share, typically, I often recommend that in the notes area, don't fill it too much. Just have trigger words and other things that can remind you about certain things. And obviously, you want to practice so you get it. Now, you might be wondering, what is this comment bubble here? This comment bubble is for your team. Perhaps you might be coordinating and working with somebody else on this presentation. So I might say, add business plans to this slide. Okay. And now anybody else who I have in this presentation kind of working on it with me can see that. And if they finish with it or they resolve it, I can hit, they can hit, or you can hit check mark, and then you'll know that that is done. This is also a great way for you to remember what things you still need to do. So as you're working through the presentation, you might say, okay, I'm going to remind myself, update the photos here. And this way, it's a reminder for you to do it before you go and actually do your presentation. It's a to-do list or checklist or reminder list for you to go back, which is really, really handy. I've used that several times. I'm just going to click on this. Now, if I go to share is really special because this is pretty unique to Canva. You're able to not just create your presentation here, but you can share it as well. You can share it with other people who you want to have access to edit it, but you can also share it with people who you are presenting it to. So this is super handy if you're going to be offering your slides to anybody. Maybe you do a webinar or speak somewhere and you're like, hey, I'm going to give you the slides. You just give them the only view link or the view only link, and that way they can get those slides immediately without you having to export it and put it into Dropbox or something like that, or turn it into a PDF. It's all right here, which is really great. You can also present and record. If I hit present and record, that means that I can actually play the slideshow. It records my camera, and now I can turn it into a YouTube video, for example, or a helpful video for somebody else on my team if I'm presenting something. I can have the link be something that anybody can use or only I can access, etc. I can download this to my computer if I want to do it more traditionally. I can print it out if I want, and even share it on social. Now, more than likely, you're not going to be able to finish everything all in one sitting. You have only pockets of time to work on this. You go back to home, you open up Canva again somewhere else on the other side of the world, and then boom, your presentation, if you scroll down, should be right there. There's Pat's Trivia Night. I don't know why it's showing that, but there it is. Just you can pick up where you left off, and all the elements, all the graphics are here, not on your computer. So even if you were on somebody else's computer as an emergency to fix or finish something, all the elements are here. You don't have to worry about the fact that it's not on your original OG computer, except for sort of things that you didn't yet upload to the Canva system. So this is Canva. patflynn.com/Canva is my affiliate link. Check it out. Go get it for free. If you upgrade to the Pro plan, I do get a little kickback for that, and I highly recommend it because this is like the best tool in the world for presentations and just graphic design in general. I want to wish you the best of luck on your next and upcoming presentation. If you like this stuff, hit subscribe. I got more things to help you throughout your career as a creator. Let's do it. Good luck.
Well, girls, did you finish watching?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Did you learn something new?
Actually, the majority of thing was new because mostly we are not using Canva, mostly we are using PowerPoint, and also like I think Canva is more specialized for presentation, so it has some feature like more advanced than PowerPoint. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Habiba. Also, can I tell you? So we watched this video. Actually, we should have exercise, but I think that we will not have much time. But maybe you can tell me. Okay, for the next time, please register in Canva and try to make a presentation here, okay? I will share today's slides. It's again the same to make a presentation in Canva. And next time we will start with it so that you could show us what you have done. I mean, not Monday, but Tuesday. On Monday, we will have a midterm examination. And after that, we will have other topics covered. But also, I want you to know how to use Canva because you will make presentations during your final examination, which will be at the end of the next week. Actually, we were going to have midterm exam this week and final exam next week. But because of the earthquake and that not many people are joining our class, I decided to give you more time to prepare. So you will have a midterm on Monday. And also you will have a final exam. We have 3 topics to cover. And after that, we will have midterm or final examination. So please go through all the slides In midterm doesn't include today's lecture, but it will include previous lectures like CV, cover letter, video interview, and other stuff, okay? Maybe you have questions. If you have questions, you can ask now. No questions?
No, thank you. It's clear so far.
Okay. Thank you, girls, for your participation. See you on Monday. Please be on time and don't forget to upload everything before midterm. See you on Monday. Have a great weekend.
You too. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mom.
Thank you, girls. Goodbye then.